almost ready to hit the road. Elon Musk's company rolling out the futuristic electric pickup over the weekend after nearly 4 years from the time that the prototype was unveiled. It was down in Texas.
Is there even a customer base for this? Our next guest thinks not. Oil and Gas Workers Association President and founder Matt Coday and National Black Farmers Association President John Boyd Jr. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us. So, Matt, to you first. Is there a market for a Tesla electric pickup truck? Because where I come from in northern Wisconsin, we like our F-150s. We like gas. We don't want electric, but I don't know about the rest of America.
Sure, there's a market for it. There's also a market for my 1980 original Millennium Falcon. But here's the truth. Look, the sound of oil and natural gas is the literal sound of America. I don't know about you, but whenever I hear a dragster going down the strip at Vegas, when I hear John Force, I want to hear him going down the track. I don't want to hear the electric whir of my mixer.
Yeah, Matt Coday, how about Leah Pruitt, Tony Stewart's better half, if you're going to drop some names in the drag racing world? I digress. Yes, I digress. John, can we take a look at how this Cybertruck stacks up to just a regular old Ford F-150? And I know something about a pickup truck with an internal combustion engine with it. There are no specs for this doggone thing for the most part. This is all I could find out about the Cybertruck on the Tesla website. The pricing of it isn't up there. Max towing capacity for the one with, I think, 3 motors, 14,000 pounds, 3,500 max payload. You can get the same thing with a Ford F-150, but you can go a lot further. The whole issue is, if you're a farmer, where the heck you gonna charge this thing?
We gotta have the farmers gotta have some power. And we can't be riding around looking for battery stations to charge up a truck. If we have an emergency on a farm, we want to jump in our pickup truck and we want to go. And I don't see this being feasible out here in rural America where I live, where I'm 25 minutes in each direction to a local township. So where's the farmer going to charge this thing up at? And it gets like maybe 300 miles, I think, before you have to charge it up again. And Tesla says they're going to roll out 250,000 of these trucks, and they haven't asked America's farmers what they think about it. So I'm going to stick with my F-150 that I have outside there. That's ready to go right now. If I run outside and want to jump in it.
John, I'm from rural America too, and I don't think this is going to sell in rural America. And again, rural America buys a lot of trucks. That's all I see on the roads in northern Wisconsin. But I want to quickly get you guys' take on what President Trump had to say about the future of the auto industry if there's still this push to go green. Let's watch what President Trump had to say.
The electric car will destroy the automobile industry in the United States. And how do you do an electric car when places like California have blackouts all over the place? And now, on top of that, we're going to add to our grid system millions and millions of cars. But a lot of people don't want an electric car, and some people do. And the ones that do should be able to buy it, and the ones that don't should be able to buy what they want to buy, whether it's a hybrid or something else.
Matt, isn't that the point of markets? We want the consumer to decide. If you want to buy an electric vehicle, great, buy an electric vehicle, but don't force me into an electric vehicle by taking away my combustion engine, right?
That's exactly right. President Trump is right yet again. You know, I was talking with Troy McCoy, the CEO of Charger Energy out in the Permian Basin today, and then George Rodriguez, and they both said the same thing. We've got to allow actual free market principles to work, like President Trump was saying. We've got to get government out of the way and make them equal footing.
And John, final word to you, sir.
Well, I tell you, we've got to have some power on the farm. I'm going to keep saying it. And I don't think this truck is going to hold up out here on America's farms. That, a farmer lives in his pickup truck. He goes home every night and he gets something to eat, and the next morning he's out. We want our trucks, and we got to have them ready, and they have to be able to perform. We're hooking them to trailers, and we're moving fertilizer and equipment, and the truck has to have power. And I just don't see that with the Tesla product. And again, they haven't asked America's farmers what they think about it. And that's That's what's wrong here a lot of times.
Yep.
The farmers are the last person to get pitched what things that we have to use. Ask us first what we think about it.
John,
100%.
Thank
John, you
you.
call me. We'll send you some USA oil and natural gas to power that tractor.
Get down. Matt, thank you. Matt Coday, John Boyd Jr., thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, gentlemen.
Can
All
I
right,
say two quick things?
Yeah.